Hello everyone, I'm going to start a new series, I suppose, and put it into one video of the dinners that I offer my children. First up is Monday. I want to remind you they don't always have to be the exact same meals as you. It is always good to expose. Always have something on there that you want them to try, even if they're not going to touch it. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And making sure that there is just safe food on there as well. Food you know they would definitely eat. I have a fussy eating guide, you can have a look at that. I've used it on my own children. Let's get into what dinner is tonight.
Okay guys, we've got apple, cucumber, olives, cucumber's the exposing part, grapes, strawberries, yogurt and cheese. The other one's having a baby bell. That's good for calcium. Hummus with pretzels, and then they've chosen a Marmite sandwich, and then also a smoothie. You can tell it was food shop day. And then afterwards, or even during, they'll have that, but obviously it can melt, so I'll put it in the freezer and let them know they can have it when they're ready. Day 2 of dinners for the week. It is Tuesday evening, and I've cooked my children the same as what we're having, my husband and I. They're just having it earlier because, unfortunately, the schedules clash sometimes. We always have a Sunday roast together. We always eat on Saturdays together, and some evenings if time allowed. But tonight they've got after school activities. Anyway, I digress. Let's get into it. Let me explain to you how, depending on their fussiness and how I'm exposing, how I have dished up the dinner. So tonight we're having this kind of pasta bake, which has got lentils, courgette, cucumber, pepper, onion, loads of different vegetables and spinach. Now this one isn't as fussy. She is going to have all of this offered at the same time. Olives, fruit. This is her safe food. These are too, to be fair, so is that. This is what's a bit different, but I genuinely think she'll eat all of that. If she wants more, then she can have more. And this is how I would serve up to somebody who's a bit fussier, having the same alongside. But this probably will be a no-go, but I put it on there to expose. That should be good, and then I've got extra if they want more. I don't load up on fussy plates because it's too overwhelming. And again, separate, they can mix that up if they like with this alongside it. Sometimes they like to save it for afterwards and put it back in the freezer. Sometimes they eat it before, that's fine. I forgot to get a video before, but the aftermath, we had salady bits, pickles, pizzas, leftover chips, crispy kale, and then olives, but they're all gone. And then this one also had scrambled egg on toast, because pizza was, and this. Sue me guys, full of sugar, Sue me. So that's what we had. Roast today, guys. I love doing a roast on a Sunday every single week, but the reason I love roasts for fussy children is you can add elements and layers to it as much as you like, depending on what you know that child's going to like. So for example, let me flip you around actually. So we've got gravy, which she can add herself. We've got broccoli, sweet corn, roast potatoes, corn on the cob, chicken, butternut squash and carrots, and a Yorkshire pudding. There's extra if they want extra. There's extra roast potatoes. And then you can see here for my fussier daughter who doesn't like broccoli, she's got a teeny tiny little bit of that broccoli. Again, she's a bit funny with chicken, so she's got the the wing to try, and that a bit less. Oh, and also a mini roast parsnip. So they can pick and have as much of that as they like, and if they want more they can have more. So this is a bonus meal for lunch. So we are having wraps which have been fried with cheese, avocado, lentils, chilli, and this is their portion. So they've got the lentils on the side which are crispy, have been roasted in the oven with just a little bit of oil and salt, cucumber, edamame beans, and if they want more they can have more. And then this is my vegan version, just no cheese, but I'm going to add my lentils in. So if you were doing this for weaning, you can, when they're a little bit bigger, not straight off because these aren't so squeezable in between your fingers, but you can cut them like this, and then they can, if this one's got cheese in, they can hold them in between their hands like that. And the wraps that I use are these, because if you look at the ingredients, they are very unprocessed. So that's how you can make a dinner similar by deconstructing it. Okay guys, tonight's tea, we've got some homemade chips, just parboiled them for a couple of minutes with some, and then they're being served with a little bit of salt and oil, some crispy kale, crisped up in the oven with a little bit of oil, green beans, a yogurt,
I've had so many comments saying these are full of sugar. Guys, it's everything in moderation, okay? Let's stop shaming one another. And then she wants fish finger. If they want more, there will be more. Don't load your children's plates up too much. You can do what you want, but if they're fussy eaters, then it can be too much. This one wants ham instead of fish fingers. Fine. They can choose what protein source they're having. I was going to do chicken, but realised it had gone out of date. So she is obsessed with stuff, so she's got a little bit more. Again, yogurt. Sue me. I think that's a really good dinner. We've got carbohydrate, vegetables, protein, calcium and protein and fat. And if they fancy something for pudding, like a little bit of chocolate or something, then so be it.